following sample comprises around the middle third of the play. Older brother Norman has introduced his younger siblings to the world of activism. Nathan and Ryan have enthusiastically joined, sacrificing the university degrees in favour of student activism. Lillian has also started attending rallies. Emily is unimpressed by her brothers and sisters' enthusiasm for politics, and she is even more upset when she is left to take care of their father after their mother's death. Younger brother Jun is more interested in partying than politics. President Marcos declares a state of martial law and activists, including Norman, go underground, hiding from the authorities and living under assumed names in safe houses. This sample begins not long after martial law has commenced.
1973. I was still going to university even after being expelled to organize for the communists on campus. Then a friend told me that my photo had been circulated to campus police with instructions to arrest me on site. At that point, I realized I had to go underground. They set me up in a safe house in Cubao with 2 other activists.
Enter Dora and Clarence.
Okay. Anong pangalan mo?
Nathan.
That's all I need to know, ha? Ako si Clarence and that's all you need to know, okay?
Ako naman si Dora.
And the 2 little boys upstairs are Dora's. And they don't know anything.
Okay.
Downstairs is a retired couple. They're not political, ha? They don't know anything about any political activities. And they're not about to, okay?
How come we have this place?
May isang action star, binahay yung kabit niya dito. He paid her rent and they got pretty used to people coming and going at night at hindi matanong.
Okay. Meat dealer ako. You're my cousin from the province who's going to study agricultural science at one of the little universities. The party pays our rent, a bit of food, but everything else, you cover yourself. May pera ka ba?
Konti.
You're not stealing it, ha?
Oh, no! I won a competition.
No?
This eucalyptus candy company. They had a competition to write a slogan for their ad campaign and...
Ano yung slogan mo?
Hindi na bale. Okay, ito ang house rules natin. There will be no loud meetings. Typewriters are silent after 10 p.m., okay? The downstairs neighbors will not overhear any political discussions. Dora's kids will not hear anything they shouldn't. No subversive reading materials left in the house.
Pwedeng mag-gitara?
Yun din naman ang tanong ko eh.
Basta, no Filipino revolutionary songs, ha?
How about Bob Dylan?
Pwede na ang Peter, Paul, and Mary.
Yun lang ba?
So, ano na nga yung slogan mo?
The future is sweet.
Nathan narrates.
There were slip-ups. One day, Dora came home and found the boys had been throwing paper planes from the window onto the street.
Dora picks up a paper plane.
Anak, ligpitin nyo nga mga kalat nyo.
She unfolds the paper plane and reads.
Marxist dialectical materialism, which connotes the constant struggle between opposites in an empirical setting. Nathan, did you leave propaganda newsletters where the boys could find them?
Another night, Clarence came to talk to me.
Nathan, Dora's boys just asked me if I could talk to the kid next door.
Oh, how come?
Apparently, the kid is bragging na pulis ang tatay niya. And on New Year's Eve daw, he'll fire his gun when it turns midnight. And it'll be louder than any of the fireworks.
What did they want you to say?
Well, Dora's kids told him, mas magaling kami kasi our Uncle Nathan makes bombs. And they're louder than a gun.
An uncomfortable silence begins. Nathan turns away, becomes the narrator again.
So, a couple of slip-ups. And then one day, I was coming home and I saw something in front of the gate.
Nathan drops to the ground. Clarence enters. Nathan whispers to him hoarsely.
Clarence! Clarence! Get down! Quick! Baba!
Ha? Ano nangyari?
On the ground! Quick! Baba!
Clarence crouches down, bemused. Nathan crawls to him on his belly.
Hala, we're busted! Oh, we gotta make a break for it. You go north, I'll head towards Camias.
Bakit?
That jeep! Parked right in front of our gate. It's the police. It's gotta be.
Have you checked the curtain?
The curtain?
The curtain over the side window. Alam mo na, yung alarm signal natin. If the curtain is drawn, something's wrong. If it's open, which is it is right now, then it's safe.
Clarence walks to the door and calls out.
Dora! Dora!
Ah,
You know anything about this jeep?
ha? Oo. The neighbors are having family over from Alabang. Naamoy niyo yung lechon? They've been cooking all afternoon.
Nathan stands up, awkwardly dusts himself off.
Sorry, Clarence. Pasensya ka na.
Napaparanoid ka na, Nathan. Pull yourself together. I'm not going to tell you again, huh?
Clarence stalks inside.
2 weeks later, late at night, I was coming home from a party meeting with Ryan and Norman.
Nathan, Ryan, and Norman walking. Slow pace for Ryan to keep up on his crutches.
So, you're committed now. You're underground?
Yep.
Anong nangyari? You got too exposed?
Kasi I was in this lightning rally sa Cubao Farmers Market. Tapos someone got some of the cats from the zoology department at the university. Tapos we painted slogans sa mga pusa in red paint.
Sandali. You painted slogans sa mga pusa?
Hindi naman big slogans like MHDT as in Marcos, Hitler, Dictador, Tuta.
Hindi naman yun slogan. That's 4 letters.
It's an
Hindi naman sila
acronym.
malalaking pusa. So we had them in a sack, tapos we released them all at once in the middle of the market. And pumunta sila kung saan-saan.
Oh, did anyone know what they meant?
Hindi. We had also to release flyers with them so that people could understand.
O, kanino namang ideya yan?
Mine.
Oh, pretty good, Ryan, ha? That's memorable.
Yeah. Except we're trying to leave the market as quick as we can. And I literally have red paints on me. At tapos on the way out, I see like 3 of mom and dad's friends. They definitely recognize me. I don't know if they saw the paint. I don't know if they saw the cats.
Oh, you needed to bail.
I just needed to get ahead of it before anyone comes knocking at the door.
Oh, so, sumibat ka na lang. You left home?
O, binigyan ka na ba nila ng safe house?
Hindi pa. I'm all right. I left a bag full of stuff. Could have been worse. Kilala niyo si Claret?
Hindi.
Ako, kilala ko siya. From your batch in school, right?
Yeah. So, she decided, no, to go full-time underground na rin. I met her when she was leaving her house in case she needed a hand. Tapos, she walked really like strangely, parang pato, waddling like a duck.
Okay ba siya? Is she sick?
Sabi niya sa akin, I couldn't pack a bag of clothes or my mom would know I was leaving. So, she was like wearing like 10 pairs of underwear, sabay-sabay.
Ang galing! That is preparation. I respect that.
Exactly. People are switching on. It's like the first lights are starting to come back on after martial law made everything go dark.
Speaking of, how's your 3KP group? Have you guys seen each other since martial law?
No, everyone splintered off, trying to keep out of sight.
Paano si Feli? She was cool.
Yun! Siya! Of all the goddamn things, turned out she was a government spy.
What?
Infiltrating us on behalf of the police. Not even kidding.
Hindi ba may crush siya sa chairman?
Yun na nga eh, exactly. It's been doing my head in eh. She was completely into him. It was a thing we could all see. Cute pa nga eh.
Grabe. Was it an act? Was she trying to get close?
Di ko alam. Good actor if she was.
Oh, yes, a spy can have a crush.
Oh, that's right. Anyway, nawala naman siya since the lockdown eh. Ay, si Arnel. Naalala niyo ba si Arnel?
Hindi ba magpapari yun?
He left the city with a group of friends before they could get arrested. Gusto nilang sumali sa New People's Army sa countryside. Pero wala naman silang contact. So they were just 12 people carrying guns, walking around the hills, looking for the rebels.
Oh, anong nangyari?
Newspaper said they were killed in a military operation. I heard they were just sleeping on a hillside somewhere, and they were surrounded by the army, shot to death before they even woke up. They didn't even have a chance.
Lungkot naman nun.
Yeah, grim nga eh. Goes to show, you don't jump until you've got the pieces in place.
Ay, naalala niyo ba si Kaloy? Norman, he was in your choir a few years ago.
O nag-underground din yata.
He was part of my cell. There was this idea a little while ago in the women's group that we should enter someone in the Miss Philippines contest. So we had this activist called Soki. Very glamorous, very good speaker. Isip namin, if she could get through the Miss Philippines contest, she could go on to compete in Miss Universe internationally. And when she's at Miss Universe, when she's on camera for her speech, then she straight up denounces the exploitation of Filipino women.
Wow, that's brilliant.
Ano sabi ni Kaloy?
He said it was the stupidest plan he'd ever heard, and we would be exploiting one of our members.
That's fair.
I guess. Anyway, nakita ko si Kaloy in a jeep on Aurora Boulevard last month. So, I tried to say hello, and he didn't respond. Just looked straight past me.
Mainit ba siya?
Baka.
Teka, he was hot?
He had a tail or akala niya merong sumusunod sa kanya?
I think he must have done. No one's seen him since then.
Kalungkot yan. He was a smart guy.
So wala na. You're not doing the Miss Universe plan?
Hindi na. No more Miss Universe plan.
Sige ha, we got a split na ha. Ryan, are you sure you got somewhere to stay?
Yeah, I'm fine. If I get stuck, may mga funeral parlors naman dyan. Tsaa at kape. You just have to pretend you know one of the dead.
I wish you could crash with us, pero...
No, better split up. This your place?
Yes, this is me.
Safe ba dito?
Yes, the curtain's open.
The curtain.
Trust me, I don't want to talk about it. Okay, good night, guys.
Ryan and Norman walk away. Nathan opens the front door of the house. The second he steps inside, a soldier grabs him and throws him to the ground.
Hoy! Mga puke ng ina nyo! Labag!
The soldier pulls Nathan's arms behind his back. Nathan looks up and he can see Dora held by another soldier.
Sorry, nahuli nila ako before I could get the curtain. Sorry talaga.
Nathan steps forward to narrate.
It was a military raid. They took us to police headquarters in Quezon City, Manila. Then on to a detention camp north of the city. There were hundreds of activists there. Journalists, artists, a few regular criminals. I was lucky. I didn't realize it at the time, but this was one of Marcus's show prisons he used to tour foreign journalists around. So it was ugly, but not violent. Alas 6, the guards wake us. 6:10 head count, national anthem. 6:15 calisthenics. 6:35 clean quarters. Alas 7, breakfast. Then we read, play sports, work in the vegetable garden, or watch TV until lunch at 12 and dinner at 6. I share a dorm with 25 other people. There are beds, but no drawers, no cabinets, no clothes. You supply your own clothes, your own medicine, your own toiletries. It's hard to organize because the police include some informants in the camp along with everyone else. But we do what we can.
Clarence enters.
Nathan?
Holy shit, Clarence! They got you?
Yeah, they got me. Oh, kumusta ka na, pare?
I'm alright, man. It's not great in here, but, ikaw,
Oh, okay naman, okay.
are they keeping you here?
Hindi. They just brought me in today. I'm not staying.
So what's the story, pare? I haven't heard anything. I saw they got Dora, but, I don't know where they sent her. Is she okay? How are her little boys? What happened?
Okay, mabuti naman sila.
So, ikaw, don't worry. The guards don't come past here. They can see us from the watchtower, so they don't bother patrolling on foot. Did they arrest you at the house?
They didn't arrest me at the house. No, ang nangyari kasi pare, I got thinking about what the goals of the movement are. What we want to see. A free Philippines. Naisip ko, are we actually making any progress towards that? Would we be better off actually engaging with the authorities and working towards a reform rather than operating outside the system?
You switched sides?
Hindi naman. I didn't switch sides. I changed tactics, pare. I think we can achieve the same goals by applying pressure from inside the rule of law rather than Maoist revolution. But we just have to wrap up the current approach.
You sold us out. You gave us up to the police.
I came to talk to you, Nathan, because I know you're not stupid. Valedictorian ka ng klase mo. You're a very bright young man. You could be a scholar. You could run a company. You have a lot of possibility in your future. You could be the kind of person who influences change. But you can't do that in a detention camp, pare. You can't do that from an underground safe house or in the hills. Gamitin mo ang kokote mo. You have to think about your future and the country's future and what's going to actually make a difference. I think you should cooperate with the police and talk to them about what you know and who you know. Makikita mo, they'll be very sensitive to your needs. If you need a better mattress, or extra food, or a bottle of vodka, pare na. Oh, and we're talking about getting out of here sooner, huh? Which is, I imagine you've got places you'd rather be for Christmas, di ba, Nathan?
Nathan is staring past Clarence as if he doesn't exist.
Okay. One-time offer lang ito, Nathan. Next time, someone asks you questions, they're not going to be so generous. Tandaan mo yan.
Clarence exits.
My sisters Lily and Emily wrote me letters every week.
Nathan, Dad and I are trying to get a meeting with the head of the camp. Dad's trying to get you released, using everything he can think of. We are doing our best. Stay calm. Look after yourself, huh? Love you.
But in a lot of ways, it wasn't that bad. On Sundays, people's families would arrive and bring home cooked meals. Married men would have visits from their wives, and we'd put shower curtains around their bunks for a couple of hours. The rest of the week, we played basketball, table tennis, and chess. The chess started out fun, but then it started getting competitive. We organized a tournament and we challenged the guards. Problem was that the prisoners were often students from the universities, so they were much more experienced at chess, and the guards didn't love being beaten every time they played. So we gave that up. That's when I formed a choral group. We sang traditional songs, hymns, patriotic songs, popular songs.
The choir lines up and sings an a cappella arrangement of Bachman Turner Overdrive's You Ain't Seen Nothing Yet.
And now I'm feeling better, 'cause I found out for sure. She took me to her doctor, and he told me of a cure. He said that any love is good love. So I took what I could get. Yes, I took what I could get. And then she looked at me with them big brown eyes and said, you ain't seen nothing yet. Baby, you just ain't seen nothing yet. Here's something you're never gonna forget, baby. You know, you just ain't seen nothing yet.
We got to the point where we started sounding pretty good. On Christmas 1975, we held a concert for the prisoners and the guards. We did a medley of pop songs.
The choir does a medley of 60s and 70s pop songs.
We closed with a choral arrangement of a Mao quote.
In a cloud, the man of 1,000 voices talking perfectly loud, but or the sound he appears to make, and he never seems to notice. But the fool on the hill sees the sun going down, and the eyes in his head see the world spinning round. Oh, round and round and round and round and round. People of the world, unite and defeat the American aggressors and all their running dogs. Sees the sun going down, and the eyes in his head see the world spinning round.
The choir finish with a flourish. There's applause.
No reaction from the guards at all. Baffling. And then the day after Christmas, I got a visitor.
Norman enters.
Nathan,
Norman was here on a special visitor's pass to see family. He was being held in Camp Crame, the worst detention camp in the Philippines.
okay ka?
Oo. Oo, okay ako. The guards here, they don't react. Whatever we do, it's weird, pero okay lang. Eh ikaw, how's Crame?
Norman shakes his head.
Not great.
Oh, anong nangyari?
We were having a meeting maybe 4 months ago. 4 of us. Si Evelyn, ako, Marie, Ramon. We were organizing a project selling fish to raise funds para sa movement. And then the police broke in and busted us. But it was the drug police. Turns out yung brother pala ng person na may-ari ng bahay, isang drug dealer. And they weren't expecting to find activists, so hindi nila alam kung anong gagawin sa amin. Tapos si Marie nag-offer na gumawa ng kape para sa lahat. The police said, okay, you go into the kitchen. So she started boiling water. And then when they got distracted, she got away over the wall of the back garden, and that made the police mad. And they started hitting us. They took us to Camp Crame and they started torturing us.
While Norman is recounting this story, soldiers grab him and push him into a chair, drag a bright theater light and put it in his face.
They propped photographic lamps close to my face. They put bullets in between my fingers and squeezed my hand closed. They played Russian roulette with me. They injected water into my testicles. That didn't hurt too much. Then they wrapped an electric cable around my penis and switched on the current. That hurt. Worst of all, that we could hear them through the wall, molesting the women. Nakikinig naming umiiyak si Evelyn. Noong umaga, hindi ko na alam kung anong time. Pumasok sila, they grabbed me, pulled me to my feet. Nanghihina na ako doon, I didn't know what I was doing. They ordered me to break down the bathroom door.
The soldiers pull Norman out of his chair, force him to his feet. They stand behind him while he tries and eventually manages to kick the door down.
Patay na si Evelyn sa bathroom floor, frothing at the mouth. It looks like they let her go to the bathroom at one point and she found a bottle of muriatic acid. Alam mo yung hydrochloric acid? Ininom niya lahat. Then the military sent a telegram to her family saying she died of a heart attack. Tapos nung they stopped torturing us.
Ano mangyayari sa'yo?
Evelyn's family are raising hell about it. They can guess what happened. They won't shut up. Tapos nilagay nila ako si Ramon at ako sa isang normal camp. No more interrogations. I think they'll let us go soon. They want to make this go away.
Anong gagawin mo?
Di ko alam. Try to get a teaching job, maybe?
You're not going underground?
No, I think I'm done, Nathan.
You're going to forget about the movement?
Hindi ko makakalimutan. Meron nga akong blue mark sa titi ko, di ba, bilang souvenir. I see it whenever I pee. Gusto mong makita?
Nathan shakes his head.
I got to go, ha? Nathan, serve your country pero gamitin mo yung kokote mo. Okay?
They hug and Norman leaves. When he's gone, Emily enters.
Nathan!
Oh my God, Emily!
Nathan hugs Emily tightly.
Thank you for coming, ah. Are you okay?
We got a new blanket. I brought a couple of books. We made pork adobo and there's some wrapped up for you.
Oh, salamat. Thank you so much. Is everything okay?
Well, Dad spoke with the head of the camp about your release. After 50-something phone calls,
What did he say?
he says that you refuse to be rehabilitated.
What?
Are you leading a choir group singing subversive Maui songs?
Oh,
Dad says he doesn't want anything more to do with you. He can't keep doing this.
shit.
Also, I'm not going to be around to visit for a while.
Where are you going?
Rome.
Rome.
I'm moving into the Opus Dei headquarters in Rome.
Opus Dei. You've joined the church.
You won't hear from me for a while, I'm afraid. The rules are strict on communicating with the world. So, you're going to take care of yourself for a little while, okay?
Nathan is silent.
I love you.
The scene shifts to a restaurant. Nathan and Emily exit, and June steps forward, leading a little band playing some sexy soul music, doing his best Barry White impression. Ryan and Luis are here in suit and tie. Ryan's girlfriend Poppet is in a nice dress.
I've heard many people say that too much of anything is not good for you, babe. But I don't know about that. There's many times that we've loved and shared love and made love, but it doesn't seem to be enough. There's just not enough of it. There's just not enough. Oh, oh, baby. Oh, baby.
Noong 1976, nagpakasal si Lillian sa boyfriend niyang si Luis. The ceremony was behind closed doors in a little restaurant belonging to one of her friends. Si Nathan at saka si Norman nasa detention camps, tapos si Emily had left for Rome. So for family, ako lang at si June at ang cover band ni June.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am June Kimpo, and thank you for listening. But now, let's turn to the main event. Ready?
June plays Here Comes the Bride. The restaurant doors open and Lillian steps in wearing a wedding dress. She walks down the aisle to where Luis is waiting for her.
Siyempre, yung wedding was in a traditional Marxist style. Ceremony started with the narration of Lillian and Luis' personal biographies, tapos yung history ng kanilang relationship.
Nagkakilala kami ni Luis sa isang political action to disrupt the Burgese experience of a theater production sa Cultural Center of the Philippines.
Mula nun, we have performed together at rallies in urban poor communities and have carried out study trips to rural poor communities.
We are fully committed to the struggle and to each other.
Tapos, for the vows, they each broke down each other's political strength and weaknesses following the party's convention of criticism and self-criticism.
Luis, I admire your sense of humor and your creativity. But at the same time, I think you're politically naive, and I worry that you will crack under pressure.
Lillian, I love your passion and your dedication. But I question the black and white view you have of people, and I feel that your political attitudes are sometimes too rigid.
Poppet steps forward and drapes a red flag with the hammer and sickle over Lillian and Luis' shoulders.
My girlfriend Poppet sewed them a party flag specially for the occasion. The hammer symbolized the working class, the sickle represented the peasants and farmers, mga uring manggagawa. And then, they exchanged bullets.
Lillian and Luis exchange bullets.
Kami, Lillian at Luis, ay kusang loob na nagkakaisang dibdib bilang mag-asawa sa araw na ito.
Bilang mga kasapi ng partido, buong puso kaming nakatalaga sa pagtupad sa aming mga tungkulin sa revolusyon at puspusang magsisikap upang ito'y isulong.
Lillian and Luis kiss. Everyone cheers.
All right, let's eat. This is a big night, so get on it.
Everyone mingles and eats and drinks. Luis and Lillian approach Ryan, June, and Poppet.
Congratulations!
Salamat, Ryan.
Love to you both. You look beautiful there.
Thanks. Ryan, can I grab you?
Luis pulls Ryan to one side.
You alright?
Yung physics professor, Diego, he's in your cell, right?
Ryan says nothing.
I know you can't say anything, but it doesn't matter. Vic just told me Diego missed an appointment today. Was supposed to meet someone this afternoon. But he never showed up. No one's seen him today.
Kailan siya huling nakita?
Hindi ko alam. Siguro kagabi. Well, it could be nothing. But if he's been captured, it could have been up to 24 hours ago.
Shit.
There are 4 agencies trying to catch you, Ryan. Everyone knows the activist with crutches. If he can place you, if he can identify you, then you need to go.
Alright. Salamat.
May kailangan ka ba?
I'm good.
Ryan shows Luis something in his jacket.
May dala kang baril?
Not to have a shootout. It's for me. I'm not getting captured, Luis. I'm not going to stand up to interrogation. So, look, I'll be fine. I've always got a way out. Have a great night, man. Enjoy the party. Congratulations.
Ryan claps Luis on his shoulder, goes to Poppet and June.
Poppet, I've got to go. I'll get you a message as soon as I can with where I am.
Wait, ano to? Are you...
I've got to go right now. Right now.
Okay. I love you.
I love you too. Love you, June.
Ryan kisses Poppet farewell, says goodbye to June, exits. The party disappears and we follow Ryan as he walks through the city alone at night. A shadowy figure stalks him throughout the next sequence.
First jeepney I caught, kala ko, okay ako. But then there was someone in the jeep behind me who got off when I did. Tapos nagpalit na ako ng jeepney para sigurado. Second time. Third time. Saan na ako nagpupunta? Kabuntot pa rin sa akin. No way I was going to outrun them. So I signaled to the jeep to let me off. I walked down to the narrowest alley I could find. Sobrang dilim. Pero naririnig ko behind me, moving quietly. So punta ako, narrowest point of the alley. Tapos came out the other side of the road. Kinuha ko ng baril ko. If it's just one, tapos hindi sila handa, I'm going to take them down. If I miss, may oras pa rin ako to put the gun under my chin before they can grab me.
Ryan waits in tense silence for his pursuer. The seconds pass, we can hear faint footsteps getting closer, and then the sound of a jeepney approaching, pulling to a stop.
Ikaw, sakay ka?
Opo.
Ryan pockets the gun and jumps in the jeep, which drives off.
As the jeep pulled away, I saw a figure step out of the alley. Too late to follow. And as I sat on the jeep heading nowhere in particular, na-realize ko, kailangan ko nang umalis dito sa city. I need to go into deep hiding. I become a fugitive.